Good evening, everybody. Hope you guys all have a relaxing break and now ready to sprint for the final sessions. Just a couple of weeks, right? 2 weeks to go. So before we start tonight, is there any question or any queries from you guys? Friend, your mic is mute.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about asking if we were going to have a quiz today because I had something where if we didn't, I might go and do it. But I realized that you probably just don't want to tell us.
Just stay on, hang on to the class.
Of course, of course.
Okay. All right. So today's topic was the last part of the cache memory, memory 4. And I believe you are all bombarded with many equations there. The key to the success there, don't remember the formulas. Try to grasp the idea behind it, how to apply the common sense to solve a performance problem. It is not about formula at all. They are all very easy. The formula can be derived on fly based on the problem. Next is the one important point that whenever this performance computation problem comes up, students commonly miss the fact that when you are executing an instruction, it is always involved memory access, whether it is a memory access instruction or not, whether it is store word, load word kind of instruction or not, because your instruction fetch is always accessing memory to fetch your instruction from the memory. So execution always involves memory access. Those store word, load word kind of instruction that's specific to the data memory access, it is involved in another round of memory access for the data part. So if a system has an instruction cache and data cache separated, then you need to compute and them accordingly for the instruction fetch. At that point, you are actually accessing the instruction cache, and you need to consult their hit rate, etc., their characteristics. And when you are actually doing the data access through that load word, store word kind of instructions, at that point you basically consult with the characteristics of the data cache. So this is the key point that you need to clear on. And another point I want to mention in this topic is that understanding of the set associativity to improve the performance of the cache. The point is that, like, by doing this set associativeness means we are basically allowing one cache line to be mapped to the multiple areas, possible areas. By doing so, will it help every program? Answer is no, it may not. It basically depends on your dynamic program environment situation, that whether you are going to hit or miss, something like that. But these improvements are all about statistical reduction in cache miss quantity. Number of cache miss is a statistical reduction over several programs, measured over several programs, several benchmarking. That's what it is. It can happen that once for the one specific program, it may not help at all in that scenario. So you need to be clear on that concept, how it improves on the performance. It is all about statistical measurement about the performance with the big, large, different type of programs altogether running on the systems. Any questions?
I was wondering if you could maybe kind of like make a recap on all of the formulas of like the cache.
Recap of the formulas, as I said, like, don't remember them. Just if you have a specific question, tell me on those parameters. Or maybe we can do a little of the a problem? Why don't we do a problem and then see what we mean by don't remember the formulas at all? Those are the different parameters and things like that, that basic things you need to understand about them. For example, what is heat rate, what is miss rate, right? That is a basic thing that you need to remember. And then the number of stall cycles, what do you mean by a stall cycle? Those terminology you need to be worried about. So maybe Catherine, if you can come up with a list of the terminologies that you basically want me to review, then I can go with that. Okay, why don't you put it on the discussion? Okay, and then we go from there. All right. So let me share my Google Jamboard with you. Okay. So here is one problem. Okay, now you guys take 5 minutes to go over this problem. Let me first introduce you to this problem. This is basically saying that we have one memory system with the cache miss penalty is this much. Miss penalty is 205 nanosecond, right? And if it is a hit, it takes 1 nanosecond. It is access time. If a program with 10K instruction, so just assume here K is 1,000, it is not 1,024. We're talking about 10,000, okay? It's not 10 into 1,024, it is not that. It is K is 1,000 here. Instruction with 40% memory access mix. That means your 10 key instruction all will have the memory access, more instruction fetch, and out of them 40%, which is like 4,000, right? 4,000 will have a data memory access. And then it tells me that it has a total memory access time of this microsecond. And then it has given another program, which is 20K instruction, which 30K memory access has total memory access time of 1,626 microsecond. What we need to come up with these two, that is the instruction cache hit rate and data cache hit rate. So clearly this system is kind of implicitly telling this cache system has like two caches, different separate, one for instruction and other for the data cache, but both of them has penalty this, right? And both of them has access time of this. So they're separate, but their performance characteristics basically same. They have same penalty, same access time. Their performance characteristic differs only with respect to the heat rate. Okay, they have a different heat rate along with the term. So this problem, like I would give a hint that how do you approach it. Try to come up with a generic formula to formulate this performance, okay, or total time access time, memory access time, and then sticking these known numbers into that formula to come up with two equation out of these two final result access time, and then solve those two equation to come up with the heat rate, okay, for different cache. So take 5 minutes to think about that, and then I will open up the breakout room for maybe about 15 minutes, let's say, to discuss this problem and solve in a group. Then we'll come back with the solution. Okay, I'm opening up the breakout room for everybody for 15-minute working group. Come up with a solution for this problem. Okay, let's wait for a couple of more seconds to everybody to come back from discussion room. Anyone wants to come up with a answer? Final answer on the cache, instruction cache hit rate and memory cache, data memory cache hit rate?
I got the first one is 0.313, and the second one is 0.3.
Okay. Anyone else come up with another answer? No. Okay, actually, my calculation wise, it is like these two number. Your instruction cache hit rate equals, it's about 0.7561, and data cache hit rate equals about 0.5122. I may be wrong though. Let's see. Let's see what I approach this problem with. Okay. Let's see. As I told, like let's approach it with this like formulation of this total memory access time. Let's assume I equals number of instruction. Okay, I equals number of instructions, and HI is your instruction hit rate, instruction cache hit rate, which means miss rate, corresponding miss rate, MI, that's instruction cache miss rate, is 1 minus H underscore. Okay, so this one is the instruction miss rate. Now, similarly, we can do for the data cache. Let's assume this parameter, HT, hit rate for the data cache. So this will be miss rate for the data cache will be 1 minus hit rate of the data cache. And then M, let's say it is a fraction of total instruction. Those are memory access instruction, like load word, stored word, that kind of instructions. And then T equals cache access time. So this one is basically 205, right? 205, no, one nanosecond. And then P equal to cache penalty, which is given this problem, it is 205 nanosecond. Okay, now as a general formula, we can say that this is my total memory access, which involves like two parts. One is access for the instructions, and other is access for the data memory, right? And this part I can formalize at all the instruction, that is number of instruction, which is like, okay, different for two different problem, one for 10K and another is 20K, but in general, it is I multiplied by T, which is access time, plus miss rate, which is 1 minus hit rate for the instruction cache, multiplied by I, multiplied by the penalty, right? And then I can write similar thing for the data cache or data memory access, but it is instead of I, it is the fraction of the I, right? It is the fraction of the I, which is like denoted by M. So M multiplied by I, that many memory access instruction will be done. So it will be M multiplied by I multiplied by T plus now miss rate 1 minus HD, heat rate of data cache, multiplied by M multiplied by I multiplied by P. Now, which we can rearrange this equation as this, right? This is like one, let's see. So I'll just bring the whole penalty in one bucket and the other bucket, which will be like 1 plus M multiplied by I multiplied by T. That is one access bucket without any penalty. And another would be one minus HI miss rate plus M multiplied by 1 minus HT. I'm just rearranging the equation, that's all. Multiplied by I multiplied by penalty, which ultimately, okay, you can write it down in another way, just in terms of miss rates. Okay, these are miss rate, MI. This is also miss rate, MD multiplied by P, right? Everyone agree with that part? Okay, now with the coming problem is that we are given with M, I. T is kind of constant. M is for one program 10K and another, M is for one program is 0.4, another program is 0.3, and I, the total number of instruction for one program is 10K and another program is 20K. So with these, we can actually build up two equations, right? One is like this. For the first one, 1 plus 0.4, 40% mix of the memory, multiplied by 10,000, multiplied by t given 1 nanosecond, plus miss rate, mi plus m multiplied, m is 0.4 here, 0.4 multiplied by m underscore d, miss rate of data cache, multiplied by 10,000, multiplied by 205 nanosecond, the miss penalty. Now this gives me the total of 914 microsecond, which will, I'll just bring it down in the nanosecond. 914 microsecond is, you add another 3 zeros there, nanosecond. This is my equation number 1. Okay, and second equation, similarly, for the second conditions, I have memory mix of 0.3, 30%, multiplied by 20,000, multiplied by 1 nanosecond, miss rate 0.3, miss rate of data, multiplied by 20K, multiplied by 205 nanosecond, which is given that 1626 microsecond, which is 1626,000 nanosecond. This is my second equation. Now you solve these two equations. I'm not doing it here, let's do it yourself, and you should be able to get into here. Okay, this answer. Solve this, and then you should be able to come up with this one. I'm not doing that. I'm just solve. This is very simple problem solving, like a two equation with two variables. Once you have the miss rate, then you just subtract it from the heat one. You get the heat rate for each of this type of the cache. Question? So you see, like, I don't actually recall the formulas. I just basically did that on fly, just given from the given parameters and scenario in the problem, I come up with a formula right there. Friend, you were asking something?
A quick question about the final.
Friend, your voice is
Um,
breaking.
oh, sorry. Can you hear me back?
He basically wants to ask if the final is gonna be cumulative or if it's gonna be just like from what we studied from the midterm onwards.
It's a cumulative. It's a cumulative. Yeah, let me tell you about that one. If we don't have any other questions, there is a discussion page. If you go to the Canvas discussion, it is for the final exam preview. Let me share. Discussion. Okay, so this one is given that this one, final exam review topics. It's on December 9, 2020. So what we'll do on the coming Monday, like next day, we'll have one more discussion class on the virtual memory, which is very important, by the way. And then on the coming Monday, we'll have one final exam review, so that and you need to add your topic of choice, which you need to clarify from me or need to understand more. Please put it over here. A little more details on the final. It's on December 9. It's on December 9, and includes all the lectures, close book, close note. You can use 2 A4 size page for the cheat sheet. Both sides are allowed. So I presume you'll probably use your midterm cheat sheet once more, one part, and another is the other part. Anyway, it's up to you, whatever you want to use there. You can use your blank scratch paper to solve the problem. You can use the calculator, but I have turned on the scientific calculator on the lockdown browser. You should be able to use that as well if needed. For the essay type questions, we need proper explanation. If needed, you boldface, underline all the relevant parts of the essay style reading for easy reading of the answer. You have total 135-minute single attempt. This is 2 hour, 15-minute of exam. And I will be present in a special Zoom session. So please note down this information, especially the dial-in numbers and meeting IDs, so that you can call in. You don't need to log in through the Zoom app or anything. You can just directly call through the phone. During the exam, if you have any questions or doubt, you can call these numbers and ask me. Okay. Other information, it will be 135-minute long. It will be available from 7:35 p.m., though your official time starts on 7:45, but I'll open it up 10 minutes early because you need to set up for your lockdown browser, webcam, and all these formalities you need to do before even you can start the final exam. So start early. Just set it up from 7:35 and keep on your examination and all these Canvas quizzes on that day. Remember, it will be automatically submitted at 10:05 p.m. So 5 minutes after the university specified time, just to make up some delay here and there, technical glitches. But anyway, nonetheless, start early and so that you don't lose your time. Exam structure, it's a 70 pop quiz style and quiz style question. It's a typo, let me fix it. It is 110 points and your essay problem is 90 points. Okay, so 110 points here, 40 1-pointer, 22 pointer, and 10 3-pointer. Where 4 problem solving question is about 30 points of 2 problems, 1 problem of 20 points, and 1 problem of 10 points. There is a practice final exam available, 1 attempt, to give you the test of the what's coming in your way, so attempt it only after you think you are fully prepared for the final exam. This is to help you to tune up your like timings and everything. It will show you the correct answer but once. So just make sure you are all prepared to attempt that and review that question at the same time. Question?
This seems kind of obvious, but I'm just making sure we're allowed to use like another device during the practice one
Your
to figure
audio
out what we
is
did.
really breaking up. Can you type in your chat with your question? Or maybe your Bluetooth connection, maybe it's, if you're using Bluetooth headset, sometimes it gives a problem. We can use another device during the practice. What do you mean? Like, I would suggest binary to hex calculator. Yeah, you can try. Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Similar to the practice midterm that you had, will these questions be like available afterwards, or once we take the practice final, like we can't reference back to it?
You can see the answers but once. So don't rely on those tests, okay, for your study guide. It is not your study guide.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
But the questions on the practice final will be similar, like at least the essay questions that you ask will be similar to what will be asked on the actual final?
Similar means it may not be exactly similar, but it is more like the time requirement would be similar.
Okay. All right, got you. Thank you.
Yes, friend, you can do that, but I would suggest, like do the practice exam with the device that you intend to use in the final exam, so that you know that everything is okay, device driver is fine, camera is working fine, and everything is okay. So that's why, like, you can use another device to note down your stuff if you want. Yes, to front and back. So everything is given in that final exam review topic. Please make sure you go through that once, and if you have more question, let me know over it. One more important part, your review, SOLET review, right? So far you can see we have from your class 42%, and like I have an optional what is that, bonus grading, right? Bonus grading out of 10. It depends on how much percentage the whole class finished up. So if you are done 100% here, I will award 10. So right now you will be awarded at the end of the semester 4.2 on the bonus section. Okay, so make sure you do that, complete it by the time. I think it's close in another week, a day over a week.
Actually, I have one last. I have a quick question about grading. It's the total is going to be out of 1,000 points, right? Oh. I'm sorry, my internet cut out.
Yes, go ahead.
The total is going to be out of 1,000 points, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the bonus points are just going to be added to that total, right?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever we get, you'll add the bonus points to help your final grade.
Right. So bonus section altogether, all your pop quiz, this extra, like there were some activities beginning of the semester, this SOLET, everything. Altogether, it cost about 10%. So So you'll be grading like in a percentage wise, you'll be graded with 110 out of 100. You can take in that way.
Okay. So it's gonna just do the It's just gonna be graded based on how Canvas is doing it.
Yes, yes. So basically, it is like this bonus grading. I don't know if you guys can see that which activities is for what bonus purpose or not, but it is assigned like this way. Like 10% is from that bonus activities, and which gives the total as 110. So you'll be graded kind of an 100 out of 110. Make sense? Like 10-point extra will be added
Okay.
on top of whatever in your normal exam, quizzes, those things comes up. Projects. So projects, exam, quiz, all together it is 100%, and bonus adds 10 on top of that.
Okay.
I had a question about the class and course activities section of the grade, which is worth 6% of our total grade. What is this based off
Those
of?
will be those will be gone afterwards. Like it will be replaced mostly with the pop quizzes.
It'll be replaced with the pop quizzes. So the pop quizzes are not extra credit. They're counted in the.
No, they are extra credit. That's what I'm saying. You probably are not able to see that, but they are as a part of the bonus grading.
I see. So I shouldn't be relying on the grading system that Canvas is showing us.
No. Don't rely on that. It will be all synced up together at the end when the final tally mark comes up.
I see. All right, thank you.
Any other question from any of you?
When will we get our project 3 grades?
Definitely by the final grading time. No, not before the final. Let's take it that way. So don't rely on it to make your final strategies. Okay. So yeah, that's for sure. It's not coming up before final. Any other? All right, then we can close tonight and see you on Wednesday. Please make sure you review the virtual memory system very carefully. It has a lot of concepts to deal with. We need to understand them. All right. So see you.